JDK 11 is out there for a few months and people are slowly starting to switch to it. Well, it's a different JDK than JDK 8, so switching to it is not completely easy. For example, you may find out that the Nashorn JavaScript engine got deprecated. Now, if you are using Java and mixing it with JavaScript, you may actually freak out. Oh my god, Nashorn got deprecated. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Shall I jump out of the window? Shall I switch to Rhino? Shall I give up on Java completely and use Node.js? Well, you don't have to do that. Here is a better option. It comes from a project called GraalVM and is fully open source, and it offers so-called Graal.js, a scripting engine which is Nashorn compatible, can be included in your projects, and is fully open source. Now we are going to take the tour to see how easy it is to embed Graal.js engine into your application. Is it hard to get started with Graal.js? No, not at all. What you can do is to download whole GraalVM. Go to graalvm.org, select downloads, and here you have option to download GraalVM Community Edition or GraalVM Enterprise Edition. And Graal.js is part of both these downloads. However, because we are talking about migration to JDK 11, let's take a different approach. There is another project on GitHub called Graal.js JDK 11 Maven demo. And when you check it out, you will actually have a sample application that uses Graal.js, and you can open it in your IDE. When you do that, you will get a Maven project which contains one application class and depends on necessary charge files that include the Graal.js scripting engine, which is JS script engine, Graal.js SDK, and that's it. The application class is a regular Java class, and it contains JavaScript source embedded as a string. And then it actually executes this JavaScript source and compares the speed and measures the speed of execution. You can either execute it using Script Engine API, as you are used to, and you can use either Nashorn or Graal.js. Let's do it. So we have the Maven project, and we can build it. Building downloads necessary libraries and runs the tests. First of all, we try Nashorn because it's also included in JDK 11, all through deprecated. The speed of execution is about 300 milliseconds. Now we will run the same application with Graal.js on stock JDK 11. It's faster, and you can either use the Script Engine API or the Special Polyglot API. In any case, Graal.js execution is faster, something about twice as fast as Nashorn. That's the usual speed up you can expect when you switch to Graal.js on JDK 11 or GraalVM. Graal.js is fast, but speed is not the only benefit of switching to Graal.js. The other is toolability. The whole GraalVM project focuses on good integration with debuggers, profilers, and IDEs. So let me demonstrate how such integration looks like in just released Apache NetBeans IDE 10. By the way, if you want to try the same thing, just go to netbeans.apache.org and you can download the IDE and try the same on your own computer. Okay, let's switch to the project and let's try to debug it. The debugger stops on this line, which creates the context. And that's actually before the JavaScript code has been initialized, or the JavaScript engine has been initialized and created. The magic of the integration that I want to show is focused around this little icon. Toggle pause in your JavaScript code. Right now it's disabled, of course, because we don't have JavaScript engine yet. But I can continue, the context has been created, and this little icon is enabled. So let's use it and continue again. Now we are going to switch from Java to JavaScript. Here we are. Oops. And we can debug it. And when the JavaScript execution is over, we go back to Java. But we can use the same action again, continue, and stop in this method. And what we can do is we can, for example, place breakpoints like here. And if I continue, the breakpoint is hit, and I can inspect the variables. I can see the JavaScript variables and inspect the JavaScript object, just like you are used to any JavaScript debugger. But this time it's mixed with Java. So, for example, here in the stack view, you can see that we have two JavaScript functions, but also a Java function. And also what I can do is to switch from this view to a pure Java view. Why? Because the GraalJS engine is written in Java. So I actually can inspect the JavaScript objects which are in the interpreter. So if I go here, I can actually see how your JavaScript engine is implemented. This is low-level view, but sometimes it may be very useful. And if you are tired of this low-level view, you can click the toggle pause in GraalVM scripts icon again, continue, and we are back in the high-level view, and we can continue debugging of the user JavaScript code or code written in any GraalVM scripting language. Enjoy! There is yet another benefit of using GraalJS. It supports the latest ECMAScript standards. So, instead of using just functions, you can, for example, use classes. Here is an example. You can actually rewrite your application to use classes, constructors, and other new goodies of ECMAScript specifications. Let's see that in work. Let's go back to the project and try debugging. Okay, we are waiting for the engine to initialize. We are here. We can click the pause in GraalJS script, and here we are. And you can actually see that the script is using classes, constructors, but all the other features like breakpoints continue to work. So here we are, and if we step into, we are actually in constructor. So switching to GraalJS gives you access to the latest standard features of the JavaScript language. GraalJS offers many benefits over Nashorn. So it's time to switch. Well, maybe you are not ready to switch to JDK 11 yet, but that's not a problem. Well, you can use the same project on a stock JDK 8. So if I switch the Java platform to JDK 8 and I do debugging, everything will work. So here is a proof. We are running on JDK 8 and the breakpoint has been stopped. You can toggle the stop action and you can stop in the script. All of this works on JDK 8. So GraalJS offers many benefits over Nashorn. You should switch. And by the way, NetBeans IDE has just switched to GraalJS as the default script engine.